fool. Take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jury, I'ma take this.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford, he gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down with Akers. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. It's safe to say the passing game is found a rhythm. He's now 4-4, but it might need to be 5-5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play. Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4-for-4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, This defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Stafford now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Draymond Jones. He's the culprit, dropping in for a 2-yard loss.
They just gave up a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
They're just looking really close. They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They snap it to Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Uses the stiff arm. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We're scoreless after 1. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. On 4th down, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. They're making a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. That play simply
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time.
There he goes, right side. Tariq Woolen. Oh, he nearly took it the distance. Not quite, though. What a great return as they finally corral him inside the 5 at the 3.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special team.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, needed a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Akers. And this time they were waiting for him. He's going to be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Stafford. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 1st
1st and 10. Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 3 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead here this third quarter. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Now a give. Akers running left. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Something to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready up. 3 yards remain for second down. Back to throw, Smith. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Smith on third down. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. From the red zone now, Smith. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. They'll roll him out right. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. Robert Quinn just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists, and...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Smith. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 39, Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And Smith's throw here into the hands of Harry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 2nd down now, McIntosh. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Geno on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Smith. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run it here. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. On the counter, this is Akers. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second and 4. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Stafford at the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important